In this video, we are going to see some terminologies which we want to know before knowing about the operating system. The first thing is called as the multiprogramming. So, what is multiprogramming? By the name itself, I can say n number of process can be given to n number of processor. So that's what it has the ability to execute multiple programs with using of only one processor machine. Say for example, a user can use MS Excel, download apps or transfer data from one point to another point, or they can open Firefox or Google Chrome browser and more at the same time. This is called as a single system. We can perform multi-programming. And the next terminology is called as the job pool. Job pool is nothing but it is a program of the OS which is located in the operating system, which stores newly created process while they are waiting for their respective resources. It will decide which job has to be executed next. Next is time sharing, or I can say it as multitasking. Time sharing OS allows the user to perform more than one task at a time, each task getting the same amount of time to execute. Hence the name called as the time sharing. Multiple jobs can be run at the CPU time, and also they use the CPU simultaneously. And the next terminology is called as job scheduling. Job scheduling is the process where different tasks get executed at predetermined time, or when the right event happens. Next is CPU. CPU is the whole responsible to ensure which process is getting inside it, and it will give the priority for a particular process. If any interruption arises while one process is running, the running process will get suspended, and the process which requests for utilization of CPU will be getting in to the processor. And the next is virtual memory. Virtual memory is nothing but it is actually the memory management method where computers use secondary memory to compensate for the scarcity of physical memory. Physical memory, I can say it as RAM, which is form of very fast but volatile data storage. I can't store anything on the RAM, rather I can perform only execution. What is the basic difference between logical and physical address? Logical address is actually generated by the CPU in perspective of the program, whereas physical address is location that exists in the memory unit itself. What is actually a trap? A trap is nothing but a small signal which is given by the user program instructing the operating system to perform some functionality immediately. Whereas in contrast, interrupt is nothing but a signal to the CPU emitted by the hardware that indicates an event that required immediate attention. And what are the two modes available? One is user mode and kernel mode. This diagram in the introduction class we saw about two modes. One is user mode and the kernel mode. Applications like file creation or any other application program which will be done in the user mode. This mode does not have any direct access to the computer hardware. With the help of the kernel mode, it will send request and it will get done the task with the help of the kernel. So for performing any hardware related task, we need the help of kernel mode. At that time the system has to be switched to the kernel mode. So if the mode bit is set as 1, it is user mode. If the mode bit is set as 0, it is called as the kernel mode. So to do certain bottom level tasks of the OS which are done or performed with the help of the kernel mode. The kernel space or the kernel mode are having the direct access to the hardware. Rather, the user mode cannot directly access the computer hardware. So privileged instruction can be executed only by the kernel, which are not provided by the provided to the user access. So next topic we will see in the next video. Thank you.